walking along, maybe it's a suburb anyway, and there's these two kids I see approaching on a path, and one is a little girl on a tricycle, and I'm coming one way on a curvy sidewalk, and she's like racing towards the other way, and she bumps across this ditch, and she cries, and she has a little scrape on her knee, and I go over there because I just had a scrape on my knee, and so I'm carrying a lot of bandages, and I ask, if she needs anything, because, she's all scraped up and she is crying. And as I start pulling out a bandage for her, her mom shows up, and she's like, oh my god, thank you for telling me, oh my god, you okay, she's gonna take it over from here, and yeah, I let her have one of the bandages, and I leave, and they're fine. And I walk a little bit further, and I pull out from my bag a bottle of more cough medicine. And it's a giant bottle, and I'm drinking some of it because it got a little shuffled around in transit. And I decided, I should maybe drink some of the part that's kind of leaking into this second portion of the container. It's this weird lovely container that has a few sections, and so I'm drinking it out of the second section, and it tastes a little weird. It's blue, and it tastes a little stale, and this cop car slowly drives by, and they leave. But this is nerve-wracking, and so I continue. I put it away, and I continue to walk up the hill, and I have a small shopping cart with very tiny little wheels, and I have a bicycle, and I don't remember having these a moment ago, but I'm making it up this hill with these from this, and I see the school is, maybe it's a middle school, maybe it's high school, maybe it's elementary school, I don't know. It's one of their local schools. And this one has a giant planter out in front. And so I make my way over there, and out of my bag I pull out a Tupperware that has a dead bird and a dead squirrel. I guess I was gonna save these for something, but they rotted a little too much. And so I throw these into the planter, I try to put it far back, but I realize the planter it's only so wide. You can sit there, and the planter is full of ants. There's a lot of ants there. And first the squirrel gets thrown out, and the ants immediately go for that, and then I check the bird to see, can I still use the bird? No, I can't use the bird. So I throw that out and it flops. And they end up being very close together on the ground. And I pull the Tupperware up to my nose and smell this. And it smells like dead animal, and so this is disgusting. So I fill the container full of dirt and shake it around to try to minimize the death smell. And then I dump it and test it again, and it smells a little better this time. So I put it back in my bag